Hi everybody, thank you for watching. Today I am going to show you how to transform these nails into something really amazing. This is not my work. I found this model off of Instagram and I am going to be correcting the shape and just pretty much starting from scratch and just correcting everything the way I think it should be done. So if you want to learn, please keep watching. I am starting by filing off the gel and also thinning out the acrylic so I can soak these nails off. I am doing this process because I usually don't work over anybody's work. It's not because it's not good or anything, it's just because I think it's different products and stuff, and sometimes it's just not convenient to work on top of anybody's work, so I just always soak the nails off and start from scratch. I am going to be doing the same process on all 10 nails, and I will be soaking these nails in acetone and putting hot water underneath so the acetone becomes warm and the nails soak off faster. I usually soak the nails for about 10 minutes. After I take them out, they should look like this, and then I can just wipe the product right off. If for any reason they don't come right off, it's because most of the time it's MMA acrylic. After soaking her nails off, I am going to be shaping her natural nails into coffin. This shape is also known as ballerina. After repeating the same process on all 10 nails, this is how they should look. I am using a fine sanding band and I am just prepping her nails. I'm not even putting any pressure on the nail. I'm just tickling her nails because I don't want to hurt her natural nails, and I am focusing more around the cuticle area. Focusing on the cuticle area will help you prevent lifting. Repeat the same process to all 10 nails and then they should look like this. I am now going to be adding the hydrator and primer onto the natural nails. Repeat the same process on all 10 nails. Adding these products will help you prevent lifting as well because the chemicals bond with the chemicals from the polymer and the monomer, making the bond stronger to the natural nails. This is what the nails look like after prepping. Apply a medium-sized pearl onto the natural nail and leave a little bit of a gap so you can work on the cuticle area, and just spread the product about halfway through the nail. I am using a number 10 Kolinsky brush. I am selling the brushes, so if anybody's interested, I am going to leave all the information down below. At this point, the nail should be semi-dry. I am using a smile line cutter to perfect the sharpness of the smile line, and then I compare to make sure everything's even. If any of you are interested in purchasing the smile line cutter, I will leave the info down below. I am going to be applying a really thin layer of this pink acrylic on all 10 nails, and I will be encapsulating this with crystal clear acrylic. Encapsulating solid colors is a personal preference. I always do it. However, if you decide not to and your colored acrylic has a rich, thick consistency, there is no need for you to encapsulate. Again, it's a personal preference unless you're doing glitter or other art that needs to be encapsulated. I am going to be repeating the same process on all 10 nails. By the way, I want to let you know that I switched to my number 14 German Kolinsky brush to do a full application on the whole nail. Again, I want to mention that I am selling these brushes, so if anybody's interested, please don't forget to check the information down below. This is what the first hand looks like so far. I am now moving on to the second hand. I want to point out that I drain my product first. I don't apply directly on the cuticle area. If you notice, I am pushing it towards the cuticle area after I left a gap, and that way I avoid lifting. This is what everything looks like so far. Moving on, I am going to be perfecting the smile line even more. I am using a 100 grit hand file. This can be achieved with very soft strokes because you don't want to hurt the natural nails. I want to mention that before you move on to this part, you have to let the acrylic completely dry. I removed the excess dust from the nail, and I am now applying the same pink that I applied on the rest of the nails to complete this look. I am going to repeat the same process on the other nail, and I am going to let them dry so I can file and remove all the excess acrylic that I do not want. In the meantime, I am going to be encapsulating the rest of the nails with my crystal clear acrylic. For encapsulation, I am still using the same number 14 German Kolinsky brush. I am only going to encapsulate 8 nails. I am not encapsulating the ring finger now because I am going to let that design dry so I can file and remove the excess acrylic as I mentioned, and then I am going to encapsulate it once that's done. Now that the ring fingers are completely dry, I am using a fine drill bit and I am just removing the excess acrylic. I am making the nail as thin as possible because I am going to be encapsulating and I do not want my nail to be fat. After I finish filing, I remove the excess dust and I encapsulate my design. This is what the nails look like so far after encapsulation. After the acrylic is completely dry on all 10 nails, you can proceed to filing and shaping the nails. This is what the nails look like after filing and shaping. I used 99% alcohol to remove all the excess dust from the nails, and I am now using brush on glue, a wax pen, and I am adding a few Swarovski crystals on 2 nails. This is what the nails should look like so far. With a 3D brush, I am going to be adding a little bit of acrylic in between the crystals, therefore I can secure them. This is one of my own personal tricks. It is completely optional. However, I prefer to do it so the crystals are long lasting on the nails. I don't like to put a lot of acrylic, therefore I don't cover the crystals, and I make sure I contour around so the acrylic doesn't dull their shine. After the acrylic and the nail glue completely dry, I cleanse with 99% alcohol, and I am now adding a little bit of protein bond to adhere the gel top coat better to the nail. At this point, you can add the gel top coat of your choice. I don't like to cover my Swarovski crystals with gel because I don't want them to lose their shape and shine, but I am going to go over that stud to secure it in place. You can now proceed to curing the nails. I will repeat the process 2 times, once for each hand, and I will cure for 3 minutes each. After the curing time is over, you can go ahead and apply cuticle oil and massage it into the client's fingers, and this is the final result. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe, and please follow me on my social medias. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.